Welcome to Long Story Short. I'm Keyshawn Haynes. We have a great show today. Let's get started. Okay, gone are the days when our highest office holders dealt with matters with some form of diplomacy. Or at the very least, they just did all their nonsense behind closed doors. Because on one hand, you've always wanted to be a fly on the wall of those, really important meetings. And now when you see how they're handling things, you're like, I am good. I'm realizing that no one really wants to see how that sausage is made. So now that you're airing your dirty laundry, we can see the holes, or the skid marks at least. What am I talking about? Recently, the Chief Justice had to deal with one of his own judges, my dear Frank. And the Chief Justice is now taking aim at the Director of Public Prosecutions. So we'll call this my dear Roger.
But there must be a reason why only 12 indictments were filed last year. And why are plea bargaining and MSIs not being utilized more? Nevertheless, we are chipping away at the backlog, having disposed of 97 matters. But we can take no comfort in the statistic of a clearance rate of 800%. It hides a distressing truth, which is that the criminal justice system is near collapse owing to factors beyond the judiciary's control.
Well, Roger Gaspard, a man of few words, really had a mouthful to say this time, about 8 pages worth. I mean, come on, ease me up, Alexander Hamilton. He said, for the Chief Justice to suggest that the near collapse of the judicial system was a result of the 12 indictments filed by the DPP's office in the last law term was to deliberately close one's eyes to the blinding light of the statistics of matters that are awaiting trial and for which indictments have already been filed. God, it even sounds like he wrote it with a damn quill. All of that was just to say, don't blame me. And you know the expression, dazzle them with brilliance or baffle them with BS? The CJ responded saying, you lie. Oh wait, no, actually what he said was, you are speaking untruths.
The judiciary responded to the claim from Mr. Gaspard that the filing of only 12 indictments in the last law term represents an aberration and not a trend, since between 150 and 300 indictments has been filed annually. But the judiciary provided details which showed there's been a significant reduction in the number of indictments filed, which were 46, 48, and 12 for the past 3 years. Mr. Gaspard was also told in the letter that he had a pivotal role to play in the crumbling justice system, quoting his own statement that nothing can happen in the criminal justice system without the DPP.
The thing is, while a public spat, we all know it isn't going anywhere and it isn't going to fix anything unless there's major judicial reform across the board. But why would there be? Lawyers get off on taking a long time to get people off. Phrasing. And never want to miss an opportunity to stick her nose in where it doesn't belong just for airtime, the opposition leader thinks the Prime Minister should intervene.
Leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar is calling on the Prime Minister to intervene in the row between the Chief Justice and the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Prime Minister and Commissioner of Police fighting. We are seeing now the DPP and the Chief Justice fighting. These are high institutions of a democratic country.
Look, this is another one of those tricky problems that your children and grandchildren will be complaining about. Like, why pave the road just for WASA to dig it up again? Wait, I have an answer for that. It's actually because paving the road destroys the pipes below, and the fix for that is to call WASA before you pave, and they can fix the pipes first. I fixed one of life's greatest mysteries. And we might actually have a solution for this too. For too long, we've been hearing about delays in the judicial system. And we've all heard the mantra that prisoners on remand might have already been out by now if they had just pleaded guilty, since the prison sentence is actually shorter than the time they spent in remand. And sometimes the court system takes into consideration time served, but you have to think about, what about the time lost as a human? Look, long story short, between the two of them, nothing's going to happen here. Like herpes, these two have just flared up for a little while and they're going to go away again. And let's be honest, everyone is a lot better off for it. Let's take a break.